Hello, you know what time it is. Don't know if this is the roasted variety. Gosh, the aroma. I'm down. Sediments drifting through time is what these sounds are called. By Gis_Sweden. No idea. This might be the roasted. I mean, that looks quite oxidized, if not roasted in there. Man, it smells pretty green. Wow. All right, everybody. Tea time. All right. Honey sweet, perfumey flowers. Beautiful. You can see the bruising fairly apparently on some of the sides of the leaves here. A little hard to notice. These are not even close to being opened up yet. Still quite stiff. Wow, the aroma is so good. More of that buttery mellowness. What a treat, wow. Here we go. Keep this water on a boil. little tight. Color of the liqueur is really gorgeous. I think to do the color grading of the tea correctly, I should have a very porcelain white background, especially for the cha hai shot, where the coloring of the tray itself is certainly influencing it. A little better in the cup, obviously different. And this cup does have some texture to it. Mm. Just like flowers. Cheers. This one's not the roasted one. So I think let's see here. Okay, yeah. So you can select on Rivers and Lakes the actual roasted versus not material. So that's cool and interesting. It would have been interesting to have tried the roasted material or the roasted processing. Excuse me. And yeah, this is. It is not the rock oolong that the naming of the sea is a little bit odd. I believe it's the cultivar, those bushes that are then brought out of the Wuyi Mountains. And let's see here. This is produced in southern. Let's see here. Yeah, southern Fujian. Mm. An interesting hint of bitterness at the end. Really noticing, noticing the oxidation. Ooh, wow, look at that, for example. Let's see if I can get this particularly isolated for everybody. So you can see in very clean detail the bruising that makes this an oolong. Can I get there? Oh man, is that the closest? There we go. This is nice. This feels very the processing on this is interesting to me. It feels very I don't know why I'm saying this, casually processed to me. Mellow, nice. The greener notes on this are more floral to me, not as crisp. I'm not getting a lot of round nuttiness yet, at least. Sweet. The soup has a nice viscosity. I'd say it's a 4 out of 10 in terms of thickness. Like a 5. A little bit of saltiness to it. Really easy drinking, really pleasant. See, it has a little bit of a intensity to it that I hesitate to say it's dark flavors, but it's a strength to it, like the material itself, that makes me think it's not maybe as much of a new oolong drinker's oolong. God, really nice, lasting sugary sweetness. Just flowers in your nose. Really nice. And I have not reheated the water. I want to make sure I'm not getting into too much of a bitterness. And these leaves, especially with this clay guy one, are going to be heating up hopefully fairly well. Do you like this as a brewing vessel? Ooh, geez, I have not been paying attention to the screen much at all. Because the porcelain interior, it's not going to maintain any special clay flavor notes or anything like that, but the nice white, and then it gives me, and it's a wide shot, and a lot of to see inside. So as opposed to pots, they just obstruct the interior of the tea a little bit too much for everyone to be able to see it really well. So I've been enjoying using this guy one. Yeah, like a nice density to this tea, the robustness that's just interesting, worth noting. It feels like a tea that could actually go for quite a bit of time. I will boil the water. Cheers. Reminds me of yarrow or even chamomile flavors. That like light, sweet, flowery, almost hints at a vanilla kind of a flavor, but it's really kind of chamomile. Really nice. Definitely not a Jadu Long by any stretch. Again, I love the bruising visual nature of this. Really just a lovely tea to be looking at. Also the actual little brick here is just so cool. Get the light a little better. So just certainly a fun tea. I was expecting the roasted one. Oh, I should change the title. I was expecting the roasted one. Actually, yeah, so I'll flash steep this. And then I might do something a little wonky and give it some time on a cold steep. Yeah, interesting. I know I'm biased by reading the description about this tea, such that I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm tasting the kind of deeper notes from this cultivar, but I'm sure that's just my own mind playing tricks on me. Nevertheless, there's something interesting, and it's not dark. It's just a depth to this material. It's nice. Boiling water for sure. Yeah, a little bit of a butteriness to the nose, or like oatiness maybe, but a lot of flowers. Not a lot of fruit on this. The green flavors of it to me are really nice. Not a lot of grassiness. More of a floral, green floralness as opposed to a grassy greenness. Hopefully that made any sense. Cheers. Yeah, I'd say it's fading a little bit now. I think I'm going to skip that kind of longer infusion for the, and just hang out on this one. I think I'll end up just brewing this out for the rest of the evening today. as it goes. So certainly enough here to enjoy continuing to drink. I'm going to drink it at a lower temperature, longer steep times, forget about it, and come back to it. It still tastes great. Cheers. Nice, yeah. Still a really lovely sugary sweetness. I hope everyone's having a great tea session. Hopefully you're drinking along with me. Or just listening, trying to get some impressions. This style of processing for a greener oolong is certainly a lot of fun for me. Interesting cultivar as well. And shout out to Rivers and Lakes. Go on their website and check this tea out. I'll link to it in the description below. I just love the photos. I think I've said it a few times, but different tea vendors are going to include more and less information about the tea. I don't necessarily love hearing the exact tea tasting notes that someone else has, but I definitely like hearing about production, history, the story of the tea. I think that for me is a really wonderful, interesting component these days for my drinking. So, cheers to that. Yeah, it's just like a lengthy blog post with 20 images or something like that, and a lot of care going into all parts of the tea, in my view. So it's easy to just not include any information on these different teas, but when it's a meaningful connection, the producer, person, the vendor is making and can share that with everyone else, it just makes the whole thing that much more fun. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.